So again, we are up in the air right now with Skyfox, showing you a live look at a tense situation for those in the area, for the deputies, sheriff's department. They were in that parking lot that we're taking a look at when they suddenly had gunfire shooting at deputies. One of those deputies did get shot in the shoulder, as I just read, though he is being reported to be in good condition. They believe it came from the top floor or the fourth floor of this apartment building that we are taking a live look at. More crews are coming on scene as they have not only this but surrounding area all locked down. They are trying to do everything as safely as they can moving forward. And our sister station, Fox 11 Los Angeles, does have a reporter on the way to that area. They are going to be speaking with the public information officer in a staging area for media soon. Hopefully that will give a little bit more detail as to what is happening here. But we do know, once again, they aren't going inside of this apartment building and doing their search until they feel they have the proper teams there to do so. Once again, if you are in this area in Lancaster, California, the sheriff's station is asking everyone to stay away from that 500 block of Lancaster Boulevard, and surrounding areas are all sealed off by law enforcement. And just to remind everyone too, this situation actually had unfolded just before 3 p.m. California time, so now they are rolling into nearly an hour and a half of this standoff. And we talked about how deputies are asking people to stay away. Even the LA County Fire Department had tweeted out asking for everyone to avoid the area of Lancaster Boulevard, Sierra Highway, Beach Ave, and Jackman, saying they still are involved with an active shooter incident. So once again, this is happening on that 500 block of Lancaster Boulevard, and the surrounding area is sealed off by law enforcement. We can see it clearly as we are up in the sky with Skyfox. We have police vehicles surrounding this entire block. And that is the top floor we are getting a close look at thanks to our helicopter up in the air, Skyfox. Again, they think that top floor is where the gunfire had come from. We are in Lancaster, California, where it is 102 degrees currently. So again, for all of these officers and deputies, not only is it a tense situation, trying to make sure to keep everything locked down and cleared from the public, trying to keep maybe this possible shooter inside so that they can have the correct crews go inside, but now they also have to deal with the heat on the outside as well. And you can see just how much of this area the officers are keeping locked down. A huge stretch of area, dozens of squad cars. And there we're getting another look at the sheriff's helicopter circling the area. You can see one person inside riding on the skid, kind of sitting in that door that they do have open. Again, they have been circling this scene, giving a look up above. And now we're getting a look from another angle of this situation, again happening out in Lancaster, California, where there is possibly a shooter inside of those apartment buildings that we see just south of that parking lot. Inside of that parking lot is where deputies were shot at. Multiple deputies in that parking lot, only one of them receiving a bullet to the shoulder. He is said to be in good condition, which is good to hear. LA County Sheriff's Office had tweeted over an hour ago saying that your deputy had been struck by gunfire. It is an active scene. Please stay away from the area. And that team that we saw earlier land in the helicopter and get out of that sheriff's helicopter was their special weapons team. Again, they were landed out in a field, hopped into some cars, and were driven to the scene over here on Lancaster Boulevard, Sierra Highway, Beach Avenue, Jackman. All of those roads and areas are places being advised to stay away. And it is the Special Enforcement Bureau of LASD, Los Angeles Sheriff's Department, that arrived on scene. They're the ones with the special weapons team. They're hopefully soon going to enter the building and search for the shooter. Again, they do have to make sure to brief everyone, come up with a tactic plan to try to secure their safety as well. And I do see that we do have some officers there in that lower left-hand side of this apartment building. It does look as if they are either trying to secure this area or possibly might move inside. We will keep our eyes on it from above with Skyfox. And just to give you a look at some of those tweets in the last hour from our officials, you can see LA County Sheriff's first had said, a deputy struck by gunfire at the station, active scene, please stay away from the area. Scrolling a little bit further, you can see LA County Fire Department also tweeting about the situation. This is still an active shooter incident. Please avoid the areas of Lancaster Boulevard, Sierra Highway, Beach Ave, and Jackman. And then, as I said, and as we got to see as well, Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy shot in the shoulder and wounded at Lancaster Station. Shooter is at large. LASD SEB, Special Enforcement Bureau, Special Weapons Team just landed on scene and searching for the shooter. So again, keeping our eyes on this as it continues to unfold as they conduct their search for this shooter who did strike one deputy in the shoulder. Thankfully, that deputy went to the hospital and is in good condition. The team is going to have to go through each of those apartments that we are seeing on the top floor and clear every single one of them, again, as this is still a very active scene and it's unknown exactly which apartment it came from. They're going to have to do a good job of going through safely and securing each apartment building one at a time. So I am hearing reports that the SEV and Special Tactics Special Weapons Team is inside conducting their search at this time. If you're just joining us, just to let you know what's going on in the parking lot, which we're about to see. That is the sheriff's deputy parking lot, and there was a number of deputies inside of that parking lot when shots started coming at them. One deputy did get hit. The other deputies had to take cover until those shots stopped. They were able to reach the deputy, get him safely to an ambulance. He was shot in the shoulder and is expected to be okay. So now the block and surrounding areas and buildings are all secure. They are all locked down. And right now we do have the special weapons team inside of this apartment building conducting their search. They're going to have to go door to door taking a look and searching inside each of these apartment buildings, especially on the top floor. That's where they believe the shooter had possibly tried to attempt to shoot deputies from. So again, a lot of action happening here on the streets in Lancaster, California. And this is a look at that parking lot where deputies were shot at. You can see the squad car still has its doors open, where some of them must have taken cover. On another part of the parking lot, papers thrown all about. Again, these shots came out of nowhere as deputies weren't responding to a situation. They were just in their own sheriff's parking lot in Lancaster, California. And again, we are hearing reports there are officers inside clearing the apartments. We will keep our eyes on the situation. Again, it had all started just before 3 p.m. California time, so they have now been working hard out in that hot heat as well. I saw the temperature right now, 102 degrees in California. We can see a few of the officials look like they were leaving the scene. Again, we do have word that they do have a team inside currently conducting their search. And I am hearing reports they have their Bearcat on the ground, and apparently they are asking them to take a look at those windows closer. We've been keeping an eye on them ourselves, haven't seen many things happening as this situation continues to unfold. Again, not only the gunman, but also the weapon are still unknown, who and what they used, and unknown location of their whereabouts at this time. As of this time, a shooter has not been located. Authorities sealed off the immediate area for the investigation as we've been keeping our eyes on this. We've seen 2 Bearcat vehicles who were called to the scene to assist with this investigation. And as we've been watching it unfold, it still remains a very active scene, waiting for more details to come. Again, our sister station, Fox 11 out in Los Angeles, does have a reporter out there on the ground at the media staging area, safely away from the active scene, waiting for more from public information officers on this unfolding situation, again, of where a deputy was shot in the shoulder. He is expected to be okay, but now they are searching for that shooter and the weapon.